And we are back, folks, with another edition of the Michigan Recruiting Insider with a recruit that longtime recruiting watchers in the state of Michigan you will be familiar with, because we follow guys on the in-state scene a lot longer. And Tyson Bacon is a name that they will remember from back in the day from Warren De La Salle. But the young fella, he left the state and he got big time. Now he is one of the top recruited prospects in the nation, playing his high school football down in Hoover, Alabama, and he is committed to the Tennessee Volunteers. Mr. Bacon, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, man. I mean, you went out and went national and became big time, man. How you doing?
Had to. That's what you got to do some days. Like, you just got to get up and work. That's it.
I hear that. But you never forgot about your folks back here in the state of Michigan.
Never.
I see you still rock with your folks over at Warren De La Salle.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Okay. All right. So, but, again, I know a lot of people around here still remember you, still remember your game, but there might not be folks who know about your football journey. So this is what we've been doing with every guy who sits in that seat. We've been going down memory lane and talking about your football roots. So let's talk about the beginning. Take us down memory lane and talk about your start in the game and how you got to where you've gotten to.
Let's do it. The start is actually Peyton Manning, his last Super Bowl against the Carolina Panthers. That's what made me start playing football. Like, I thought I was going to in real life be a quarterback. Seeing Peyton Manning and Cam Newton go against each other, like, I thought I was going to be a quarterback. Had a realization that I was just too big. So I started out in Georgia.
Okay.
I played for the Hiram Hornets my first year, and I played running back. So I was a running back.
Okay.
Until I got about 11. I was a real fat kid, and I played O-line. Just played straight O-line.
Man, you were all over the place.
Yeah, I was all over the place. And it's crazy. So sixth grade, I played Deuce Gerald's. That's my boy.
Okay.
Man, I played for the Shiloh, Shiloh something. And he played for Duluth Wildcats. They tore us up. They went crazy. And we just became really close friends. I came up here in Michigan, and I really bought into the program. My mom was telling me, like, you too soft. You need to get tough. My mom told me that. Man, my mom made me run up and down the street, tell me I need to get faster. She made me start doing push-ups. She's like, man, you fat. She made me get my core together. Like, she was on me. And then I played, so it's a team called the West 7 Rams. They located in Detroit. So that's where it started out. I played with Corey Sadler Jr.
CJ?
At Cass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We went on a run, went undefeated, whooped everybody, went to nationals, won nationals, got the ring. Right, and that's when it really started to pick up. Still play O-line, was his lead blocker. Played for the Motor City Jags the next year. We had Khalif Canty, the big O-lineman.
Yeah.
Me and him on the same line, and I imagine that pulling at you.
Yeah.
That was nasty.
I'm still stuck on your mama told you too soft, you fat.
I'm too soft, I'm fat.
Get out there and get hard.
She told me I need to get hard. That's exactly what she told me. She came home one day, she said, man, you soft, man. She said, you soft. The way that boy hit you, man, you soft. That's straight up what she told me. I said, dang,
Okay.
I was hurt. I was like, damn.
Okay.
Like,
all right,
crazy.
Mama need to be coaching. She need to be out there getting some dudes together on the football field. So clearly she saw that you needed to be on the field, get out there, getting that part of your game together. And I always like to see how a guy finds his way in a position.
Yeah.
Like, cause you started out thinking you were a running back. No, you started out thinking you were a quarterback, then a running back, then an offensive lineman. Yeah. All these offensive positions, man. Yeah. All of these offensive mentality, sort of all of these offensive mindset kind of things. Yeah. You find yourself on defense. And I was about to ask you how that happens, but then I hear your mama saying, you need to get hard, and I think I'm starting to figure out how you found yourself on defense.
So what really happened was I played offensive lineman all the way until freshman year. So I played O-line that whole time. Freshman year, like I said, I was in the gym. Like, I came out real slim, real long. I was just a real lengthy kid. And at Warren De La Salle is when I started to play DN.
Okay.
And I was mad. Coach Roan, he actually put me on freshman team. So I was mad. I'm talking, I averaged at least 10, 15 tackles a game. Like a game. I was just terrorizing kids left and right, throwing kids around, popping the ball out. I was just doing all of the above.
But that's more, to me, that seems less about you and more like the way they do things at De La Salle, right? You know, like you start out on like the young guy squad and work your way up.
Yeah, but like me, I always like had the mentality, I wanted to be the big dog. So being around my dad, I wanted to be the big dog. So like I always wanted it. I always wanted more. I always wanted a challenge, and I just felt like it wasn't a challenge for me. So yeah, I was kind of mad a little bit. I was a little mad, yeah.
So you obviously were playing in a great program, though, getting some really, really good coaching.
Most definitely.
But then you make the move. And so can you take us through what was behind you making the move? You go down south, and now we see you obviously blossom and explode into what you are now, but what led you to make the move down south?
Honestly, the development piece. See, I was raw up here. I mean, I could still make plays and do all that, but it was developing. So what really was supposed to happen, I was supposed to go to Collins Hill in Georgia and play with all my friends and live with my auntie. But my dad said, no, you need to come out here to Alabama, where you're going to get trained, where you play at Hoover Med. You're going to go to the biggest school in Alabama. You're going to get developed. You're going to go to one of the best trainers in the nation, Leonard Stevens. And that's really where it happened.
So who does he tell you fat too?
My dad
get hard.
my dad does not compliment. He do not let me get comfortable.
Okay.
Like I told my dad, I tried to flex on him. Man, he said, "You weak, man. You weak." Like he's 45 and still can put 315 on there and still hit it 6-7 times for reps. So it's crazy.
Okay, all right. So yeah, they push you, bringing out the best in you, and it's paying off. Clearly, they're getting you to a level that colleges are recognizing at a really impressive level, right? So it's showing up on the football field. You take me through how your game has evolved. Take me through how you've seen your game grow.
I got you. So it started our freshman year just being raw, no hand technique, no footwork, no nothing. So it started out first with footwork. That's the first thing we had to get right, was footwork. That means doing the ladder every day, doing the hurdles, doing your calf raises, just making sure your feet and your ankles right. Then we went on, worked our way up, hips, get the hips right, and that's when I put on weight. Like I'm talking about, I was probably 220 when I got to Alabama. I'm 265 right now, 40 pounds. Like I done got real big, real rocked up, that's hitting the weight room. I ain't never hit weights like I hit weights until I got to Alabama. Like I died the first time. My legs felt like stones. 300-yard shuttles, and then you go and do hang cleans. Like, they really get it out the mud down there. And I learned how to really work hard and develop.
Okay. All right, so when we talk about when we watch you, is there a player? Let's talk about when we watch you on the field. Let's talk actual game. You take me through training, and you talk about technique. When we watch you on the field, break yourself down. What do we see?
You see a violent strike. You see me locking a kid out, maybe pushing them 3 yards in the backfield to get the tackle. You see me getting around defenders, reading screens. That means I got that fast twitch, that fast reaction. So as soon as he snapped the ball and he fake set me and tried to go for that screen, oh, I see that already.
So you can think the game
I can see that. I see that it's 90% mental, 10% physical. So I'm gonna outsmart you. You might be bigger than me, you might be stronger than me, because most linemen are 6'7", 6'6". Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna go right up under you, or I'm gonna outsmart you, or I'll run straight through your chest, if that's what I gotta do.
I got you, all right. And so is there a guy in college or the pros? I love to see if guys sort of pattern their games after guys, or if coaches tell you, this is who you remind me of. Is there a player that you?
So I've actually had a few. So coaches say depending on my body, I could either be a Michael Williams from Georgia or Jeremiah Beeman, who's currently at Alabama. He's at 315. We train together, so we were the same size, and he's now 315. So they can see me either being there, or Michael Williams, or sort of like a Chris Jones body type.
Okay. All right. So you obviously, Tyson, you get into recruiting, and you explode. All these schools come after you, and then you decide to commit to Tennessee. Take me into that decision. What led you to down that path?
it was the atmosphere of the Tennessee-Alabama game. I mean, Tennessee was my first SEC offer. I mean, I've been up there at least 6 times before I committed. I came to the Alabama-Tennessee game, and like it was so loud. If I yelled and my coach is there next to me, he couldn't even hear me. Like it was just a crazy experience, which led me to committing as soon as I got downstairs.
Yeah, that was it. It was just the moment. But then you decided to still look around.
Oh yeah.
And so what was it that made you decide to do that?
Enjoying the recruitment process. You only get to live this life once. So I want to go out with no regrets. That way when I get to college, I can focus and say, this is why I went here. Mm-hmm. So after I'm going to see all these colleges and I pick you, that means like you're special. Because I done seen everywhere, every top school in the nation, I've seen them. Mm-hmm. So if I come to you afterwards, that means something.
I got you. All right. So you're going around, you're seeing all these spots, and comparing and contrasting what they look like, what they do. And Michigan jumps into the equation.
They do.
And you pick up that offer. So take me through that. When you got that Michigan offer, were you expecting it or did it come out of the blue?
Oh, I kind of felt like I deserved it at this point. I was just like, man, that's the offer I worked hard for. That's the offer I wanted. Like, I wanted that. Like, I really, wanted that bad. Because we came up here, I think it was a Rising Stars. It was a Rising Stars visit. I seen Michigan. I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be at. Like, I want to work. I want to work so I can be up here, you know? So that's what I did. I worked and I got it. As soon as I got that offer, got off the phone, Coach Espo did 100 push-ups straight. 100 push-ups straight.
So when did you connect with Coach Espo? Take me through that relationship. When did it start? When did you sort of begin to get to know him?
So kind of a little bit, probably in the middle of the season, he gave me a follow. Mm-hmm. And I tried to hit him up. He never hit me back. So I just kept posting. Workout videos, film, showing the workout video, go to the film. And they came and seen me at Hoover. Coach Espo gave me that call later that day. And
do you think that, some schools are like, wait a minute, he's committed to Tennessee. Maybe it's not worth me checking him out if he's committed, and then they have to wait to see if you're really interested in them to know, okay, I'm gonna go take that look because he really is interested in taking a look at me.
Most definitely. Schools definitely do say that, and I just feel like if a school says that, where your confidence at? You gotta have some confidence in this game, you know?
Okay. All right. And so, Michigan, as you were growing up, you said you were born in the South, but you were raised in Michigan. Mm-hmm. So, were you a guy growing up loving a fan of a school in the South, or were you a fan of a school in Michigan, like Michigan or Michigan State?
So I really couldn't even be a fan because my dad's a big Georgia fan and my mom's a big Michigan fan. Okay. So it's just like I'm neutral about it all. I gotta be neutral about it all because one parent gonna feel the way about the other. I'm just neutral through it.
All right, and so now that you've had an opportunity to be up here and experience the coaches sort of face to face and kind of get to know them, give me your impressions first of Coach Espo and what it's been like to connect with him.
He's a very intense dude, and I feel he cares deeply about all of his players. Same thing for Coach Moore. He cares deeply about his players. They go through, they say their prayers, and there's just a great connection between them.
All right, so you've obviously had an opportunity to get a feel for what they are as far as defense is concerned. Yes, how much have you seen Michigan over the past few years and the run to the national championship? How much did you watch them last year?
Last year, I was a busy man, so I didn't really watch it that much. But the year before that, oh yeah, I watched them all the time. I watched them every single time.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So did you catch the Ohio State game last year?
I didn't.
You did not catch the Ohio State game. So did they reference that? Because that was the game. If there was one for Espo,
Ohio State
that put him on the map.
D-line.
It was that one.
Yep.
It was that game.
I mean, but I could kind of tell by what they did today that D-line runs the defense. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't have a good team if you don't have a good D-line. And you got to dominate up front. And Coach Espo does a good job of making sure his guys are violent, dominates. He gets them hype, and he gets them ready to go out on the field and dominate whoever's in front of him.
So when they talk about you, because you're a guy who, just looking at you, you're super versatile. You can play up and down the defensive line.
Yes, sir.
So when they talk to you, though, what do they say about how you would fit into their scheme?
So for pass rush instance, I could get in a 3-tech, and I could whoop the guard in front of me. I'm an athletic 3, or I can go on a 5, and I could power rush and stop the run. So I'll be that versatile 3-5 combo end, basically.
Okay. All right. And so then from that standpoint, now when they talk about your versatility in the defense, are they looking at you as a guy who could come in and be a guy who plays early and play right away? Or are they talking
Most
to you?
definitely. Most
So
definitely.
they're saying right out the chute as a true freshman.
I mean, you obviously got to work for everything you got, but there's always going to be chances to get what you deserve. So I'm going to have that chance. I'm going to take that chance, and I'll play early.
Okay, all right. So you talked about a little bit about Coach Moore. You as Coach Espo is your primary recruiter, but how much have you gotten a chance to talk to Coach Moore and getting impressions of him, not as a coach, but as a guy?
As a guy.
Yeah.
Very laid back, chill guy who cares a lot about you. I mean, I talk to him at least probably about once a week.
Okay.
So he's real chill, laid back. He remembers everything, and he's really sincere about when he talks to you.
Okay. So, man, you've obviously been further down the recruiting pathway than a lot of guys. I mean, you've made a decision, and then now you're reevaluating the decision. As you go down that path kind of a second time and get ready to make a final choice, what are going to be the most significant factors the second time around, if you will?
Honestly, I wouldn't say reevaluating a choice, but just make sure I'm giving everyone a fair chance. I mean, I probably picked up over 15 offers this past January. I mean, you always want to explore your options. And I say a big.
So let me ask you different then. Let's lay out the criteria. As you're sitting down to make a decision, what are the things that you are laying out as the most significant things that go into that decision?
Where I fit into the program, where I will make the biggest impact on the defense, where I can make plays and where I can help out my team to win games. That's it.
That's it.
That's the number one.
Okay.
The number one where I can make the most impact.
Okay. So what about distance from home? I guess distance from home in the South, distance from home in the North. Does distance even matter in the grand scheme of things?
Distance doesn't bother me at all. It really doesn't. Like, distance isn't a big factor in anything because, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to live your life, and you got to live your life on your own.
So what about the player development piece and very specifically track record for player development in that I can show you that I've developed guys and I have the resume with guys in the pros that I can show you that I've developed these guys.
That plays a big factor too. So we got Mason Graham going first round. He's first round. You can't say much about it. So I mean that does play a big part because development takes you everywhere you need to go, and that plays a big part for me.
So what about the consideration for everyone in this day and age? It's just to what degree? But what about NIL? How much is that going to factor into your equation?
I mean,
in the grand scheme,
college football has turned to a business now. So NIL will obviously play a factor in it. I mean, it's not going to be a very big factor, but it will definitely be a factor to the side to make sure that I get the right amount that I deserve.
Yeah. So how do you assess? Because it's interesting to me to see how schools do it. Because you got some schools that will lay out for you opportunity. They will put together a blueprint for you that lays out a pathway to success. This is this is a way where you can maximize your brand, right? And then you have other schools that will lay out 12 Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
Now, one, it can be enticing to you. The other can be enticing to you. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Does one of those entice you more than the other? I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying, does one entice you more than the other?
No, definitely not. I mean, 12 Lamborghinis. I can only drive one car at a time. So, I mean, hey, nah, that's not the big factor. It's just a car. I don't need nothing too crazy. I'm not that type of guy.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see in the grand scheme of things, you know, which method winds up sustaining programs the most down the line. What about this? The winning aspect of things. I mean, you have some schools that have absolutely been consistent winning at a high level, others that are aspiring to get to that level. How much is that going to play into your?
That plays a big part too, because I mean, when you're around people who don't win, the mindset is different. They don't know how to act when they win, so they don't know how to take that further step to win championships, to get you to that next level. So that definitely plays a big factor. That's probably number 5 on my list.
Okay, all right. So now, do you have a timeline for settling, you know, on a school this time around?
Right before my season, after all my OVs, that's when I'll know. Like, I'll feel it that I'm in the right spot.
So have you picked your OVs? Like, what are they going to be?
No, sir, I haven't picked all my OVs yet.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you know if Michigan is going to be an OV?
Michigan will be an OV.
Michigan will be an OV. So, okay, we got one. We actually got him down.
We got one.
For officially, Michigan's going to be an OV. So do you know what the date is?
That'll probably be June 6th.
June 6th for Michigan is going to be an OV. So as we round things out, Tyson, and you sort of look back on this visit, what's your biggest takeaway from this Michigan experience?
It's my first time being here, really. Like, actually being here, like, as a recruit, like, I've never ever been here. So, I mean, I just sucked it all in and showed, like, the development piece and how far I've came and how far I got to go.
So, are mom and dad here with you?
My mom is here.
Okay, what does she think?
My mom, she's proud of me. Like I said, she's a Michigan fan. So she came in there, her little Michigan dunks, Michigan hoodie. She came in there repping Michigan. So, I mean, she's really proud, very excited, asking all the questions.
So is she complimenting her? She telling you, see, you got in shape, you hard now?
Yeah.
Did she tell you that?
Yeah, she told me, now she say, I'll watch out because I'm too big now. So.
She got to be proud of you.
Yeah, for sure.
She's not calling you that little fat kid no more?
Nah, she's not.
There you go. See, Mom, see.
See, Mom.
Wow. So, and let's close that way, because I do this with every guy that sits here.
For sure.
No young man who has gotten as far as you have gotten, taking all these visits, getting all these scholarships, has gotten there alone. You had a lot of help and support. Your mom, all those times where she told you, you too fat, you too soft, get hard, she was doing it for a reason. And look at where it's gotten you.
For sure.
Right? So this is your opportunity to shout out all those people who pushed you and are continuing to push you, to shout them out for helping you get to where you got.
Good. First and foremost, I want to thank God. It's bigger than me. I want to thank God. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank Coach Reeves. He did a big part. So Coach Reeves, there's probably been not one day where he hasn't yelled at me, and he's pushed guys to the next level. So I thank Coach Reeves. I thank my dad for being there every step of the way. Who else? I thank my auntie. I thank my grandma. I thank all of my coaches and everyone who's ever helped with the process.
Well, I gotta get in shape for your mom see me. I mean, dang.
Yeah. So actually, she made my little brother play baseball, basketball, and football.
Okay.
So we playing.
Yeah, she put some pressure on you, boy, man. But anyway, Tyson, it's been a pleasure to see your growth, man. I mean, watching your rise and watching you become the young man and the player that you become. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks.
If we were to circle some games on the schedule to come see you do your thing, what would be some big games to come check you out?
Oh, when I play my boy Trent Seaborn, we got IMG first game. We play, who is it? Yeah, we play Thompson, Vestavia, that'll be a good one. And we play Parker High School. We know Vonnie Cleveland.
Okay.
Naeem Alford went there last year.
Okay.
So that'll be a big one too.
All right. Tyson Bacon, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for this edition of the Michigan Recruiting Insider.